family of five found dead. A child kidnapped in broad daylight. Old man loses his life saving to cyber fraud. Husband commits suicide after wife files case. And many such other headlines which you all see and hear every day in the news. Disturbing, isn't it? Enraging, isn't it? Some of you will think about the victim. A few may think about punishing the criminals. And others will wonder as to when will they get justice. Being a part of the judicial system, I get to watch all such cases closely. People think that the lawyers see the world in black or white. I mean, after all, those are the only colors we are allowed to wear in the court. But as an advocate, in the court, I surely get to see vivid colors and different shades of emotions, like an angry red, a happy orange, a greedy green, a jealous yellow, a disappointed grey, and many such other colors. Voluntarily or not, I am forced to consume a big cocktail of all these mixed emotions in the court, and it's not easy to digest it. These cases changing something inside me every day. Today, I'm going to share with you two important cases from my life which really changed me. The first that made me a pessimist, and the latter that made me an optimist again. Namaskar, good afternoon. It is my honor to appear in the court of TEDx before you all fine judges in the audience to argue the case of alchemy of change. This is my testimony from my files as how alchemy of change refined me in my personal as well as my professional life. I'm sure since we are in the court, before I begin my testimony, you all would want me to take an oath, and here I go. I, Kshirsagar-Wagle, swear to speak the truth, only the truth, and nothing but the truth. 32 years ago, when I joined the legal profession as a lawyer, I was full of enthusiasm, optimism, had immense zeal to fight for justice. My journey in the professional field was not an easy one. There were many ups and downs, challenges, despite which I crossed many milestones. But somewhere, I was not happy. Surprised, aren't you? Even I was surprised. But gradually, slowly, I learned that this was happening since I was making my client's problem as my own, getting emotionally attached to it. Like any other professional, with great difficulty, I learned to separate emotions from work. I thought I'm all sorted now. Like a true professional, I can handle anything without getting emotionally attached to it. For a while, everything was fine. But then suddenly, something happened. A client came to me with his old case, which he was fighting for about 15 to 16 years. His previous advocate was unwell, so he had come to me. My client was fighting to get his house back, which was encroached by a mighty third party. I took up the case, studied it well. Trust me, I had a straightforward winning case on its merits. It was just a matter of the case being heard. My struggle to get a date began. But as we all know, the judiciary suffers with infamous curses of delay and pendency. Or if I have to put it on a little lighter note, as Sunny Deol says in the movie Damini, what does one get in the court? Tariq pe tariq, tariq pe tariq, tariq pe tariq. Only dates. The same thing was happening in our case. I was all ready to argue the matter, to win it. But I was getting only tariq pe tariq. Despite my best efforts to get an early date, the next date in the matter was given after 3 months. The client naturally got very upset and worried. I too was disappointed, but I curbed my emotions and told him in a practical tone, "Look, boss, the pendency of the cases in the court is huge. Even the judges are working hard to finish the cases. You will have to wait your turn. It's just a matter of 3 months. No heavens are going to fall. But then, heavens did fall. A few days later, around 11 p.m., I received a call. My client's son was on the other end. He somberly informed me, "बाबा गेले. मरताना सारखं म्हणत होते, वकील मॅडमना फोन कर, आपण केस कधी जिंकणार? मला माझ्या घरी जायचंय. Dad is no more. Call advocate madam. When will we win the case? I want to go to my house." That very second, something inside me shattered. I felt terrible, helpless, hopeless, guilty, sad. That incident shook me up to the core. I started doubting the very purpose of the judicial system. Whether there exists any justice? Is it really worth being here? I got into the classic dilemma of to be or not to be. I was totally disturbed, like a big dark storm in my head. Something inside me had changed. I felt extremely pessimistic. I couldn't forget the dying man's words, his agonies. मला माझ्या घरी जायचंय, मला माझ्या घरी जायचंय. I want to go to my house. His last words were haunting me. Silently, I was screaming, "Can someone please shut my emotions?" A few days passed. And then another incident happened. I was yet again in a courtroom, waiting for my other matter to be called out. Internally fighting with my grievances about the judicial system, I was expecting nothing but another date in my matter. While I was waiting for my turn, I suddenly noticed a young girl, about 9 to 10 years old, entering the overcrowded courtroom. The person who had accompanied her had gone out for some reason. She was standing in a corner near my seat, evidently trying to put up a brave face, but her slouched posture, her clenched arms exposed her anxiety. The sadness in her eyes couldn't be hidden. I guessed she must have been a sexual assault victim. Yes, I'm talking of the days when the sexual assault trials did not have any designated courtrooms or a victim-friendly procedure. These trials were conducted in the regular courtroom. Can you imagine the plight of the victim? Suddenly, I noticed a further aggravation in her anxiety. Her face got paler, her posture further shrunken, and she started trembling. Of experience, I knew her demon was around. I literally saw that the girl was reliving her worst nightmare. All her traumas gushing right back in. She was shaking from head to toe. Instinctively, I extended my hand and she grabbed it. Her grip was so tight as if she would never let me go. For a fraction of a second, her eyes met mine, and I could tell that she did not want me to let go of her. I told her, "Darna mat," not to get scared. While that girl's trembling hand was in my hand, all my emotions, positive, negative, started to mix together, and alchemy happened. Like the dark storm in me suddenly dispersed. My emotions got stabilized, and my zest to get her justice emerged. I questioned myself. If this injured soul, with her trembling legs, can show the courage to walk up to the court in hope of justice, is it not my duty to hold her hand and lead her on the path of justice? I did exactly what I was supposed to do. All throughout the trial, I guided her, holding her hand tight, with my motto, "Justice is your right, let's get it." It definitely took time, but in the end, justice was hers. Today, in the court of TEDx, before you all pass your verdict, in my closing statements, I want to say, I believe that we all have an alchemist hidden in us who is constantly trying to mix right ingredients of life to make our lives a precious gift. But sometimes, even precious metals oxidize with time, and only alchemy of change can make it shine again. Like when the victim girl's hand was in my hand, the alchemy happened. I realized, after all, being emotional, being sensitive was not that bad. It is only because I was emotional which made me extend my hand to her. Am I right? So, being emotional is not bad. That's what I learned. I, in fact, feel that with the right proportion and blend of emotions, my faith got restored. My faith in the judicial system got restored. My faith in being an empathetic professional got restored. And I started to shine again with enthusiasm, with optimism, and with zeal to fight for justice. Hence, in the defense of alchemist, I say, life may put you through an uncomfortable process, but it is happening only to bring out the best in you. Therefore, whenever the change happens, do not resist it. Accept it. Embrace it. The change, as they say, is the only constant, and one must believe in the power of alchemy of change. And so I rest my case. Thank you.